Hmm. Faithfully delivering value and interpreting great books from around the world. Hello, this is Sally's Book Club. Hello, everyone, dear listeners of Sally's Book Club. I'm Guo Hao, the editor-in-chief of Sally's Book Club. Well, before we start today's editor recommendation, we'd like to do a little test together with our dear listeners. Next, I'll ask 8 short questions. After each one, you can answer yes or no in your mind. After all questions, I'll reveal the answers. First question, do you consistently put others' needs above your own? Second, do you always treat others kindly as your only rule, suffering greatly because of it? Third, do you believe you must behave in ways others approve to be liked, loved, and accepted? Fourth, when facing dominant people like parents, teachers, or bosses, do you dare not express your true thoughts and needs? Fifth, do you never dare to argue with others in public? Sixth, do you avoid doing anything that might draw attention? Seventh, do you always sympathize with friends and compensate them unilaterally? Eighth, do you excessively exaggerate the consequences of refusing others? Okay, that concludes all 8 questions. Well, these questions are the self-assessment from the book we'll interpret next Monday. The book is titled The Curse of Lovability, subtitled A Self-Help Manual for the Saintly Personality. If you answered yes to most questions, I'm sorry to say, you might be willingly trapped in others' expectations, unable to live differently, even fearing to decline requests. The book's title, Curse of Lovability, here lovability means behavior that makes others comfortable, not physical appearance. This sounds positive, but for some, such lovability becomes a curse, a burden, because these people believe pleasing others is paramount, devoting time, energy, money, and emotions to them, acting by others' demands while fearing to express their own thoughts and needs. And, I- well, in psychology, this personality type is known as the saintly personality or people pleaser personality. So next Monday, we'll interpret The Curse of Lovability, a monograph focused on analyzing this personality type. The author is Jockey Mason, a British psychotherapist with 20 years of experience. Through this book, she analyzes the characteristics of the saintly personality. It explores its origins and introduces scientific methods to break free from it. Next Tuesday, we'll interpret a book called The Netflix Culture Playbook. You're probably familiar with Netflix shows like Breaking Bad, The Walking Dead, House of Cards, Orange is the New Black, all beloved classics. In fact, Netflix is quite a legendary company. Back in 1997, Netflix started as an online DVD rental service, surviving against odds and defeating industry giant Blockbuster. When the industry shifted in 2007, Netflix revolutionized itself.
It evolved into today's streaming giant, joining Facebook, Amazon, and Google as tech's four horsemen. This rapid growth, dubbed the Netflix phenomenon, has everyone seeking its success secrets. So what exactly is the secret?
Why do Netflix's followers lag so far behind? Why does Netflix remain unshaken despite Disney and Apple pushing into streaming? Well, in 2009, an internal Netflix culture PowerPoint went viral in Silicon Valley with 15 million downloads. Then, in 2018, its original author, Netflix's chief talent officer for 14 years, Patty McCord, expanded and supplemented it, systematically summarizing Netflix's corporate culture. Thus emerged the Netflix Culture Playbook, which we'll interpret next Tuesday. This book guides building high-performance cultures and suits leaders at all levels. Next Wednesday, we'll interpret a book about disasters. The book is titled Controlling Nature. We Chinese have a saying, man can conquer nature, believing humans can control and overcome nature with wisdom and strength. But why is technology so advanced?
Yet in the face of nature, humans remain so fragile.
Mr. John McPhee, a Pulitzer Prize winner, is based in the U.S. during its fervent environmental movement. In his book, Controlling Nature, McPhee objectively documents 3 key cases of human attempts to control nature, responding to mudslides, floods, and volcanic eruptions. So, did humanity ultimately win? Next Wednesday, when we interpret controlling nature, we'll reveal the answer. Next Thursday, we'll interpret the book Work Rules. Subtitle: Insights from Inside Google that will transform how you live and lead. As you know, Google is one of the world's top tech companies, with a market cap nearing $1 trillion and over 90,000 employees globally. According to social workplace sites, Google might be the most desired workplace globally, and Fortune magazine named it America's best employer 5 times. Naturally, people are curious about how Google achieves such success and its management model. Next Thursday, I'll introduce Work Rules, written by an insider at Google. Its author is Laszlo Bock, Google's chief people officer, who specialized in recruiting and nurturing top talent. During his tenure, Google topped best employer lists over 100 times globally. Laszlo, with his vast people experience, drawing on nearly a decade at Google, he organized and summarized their methods for hiring, selecting, and developing people, sharing detailed rules for talent and organizational management. And the author believes that whether you manage a small team or lead a large enterprise, Google's success secrets can be replicated. Next Friday, we'll still introduce a parenting book titled Accompanying Your Child Through the 3 years of middle school, a critical growth phase where once obedient kids often become prickly hedgehogs, stubborn, closing their hearts, and secretly dating. Behind all kinds of seemingly rebellious behaviors, there actually lies the power of quiet growth. Simply put, kids' self-awareness is sprouting, and they're eager to prove they've grown up. So, middle school might be a very crucial growth phase in a child's life. Now, then, how can one be a competent parent? Next Friday, the book will interpret Accompanying Your Child Through 3 years of Middle School, aims to give practical advice on how to accompany your child through these rebellious 3 years. Oh, on Saturday, we'll introduce a book about idioms. But this book is a bit special. It's called Idioms of Hubei. Um, I don't know how many of Sally's Book Club listeners are from Hubei. If you're listening to this episode, you can leave a comment below this program. As we all know, Hubei is located in central China, connecting the 9 regions, and is a crucial geographical hub in Chinese history, as well as one of the important birthplaces of Chinese culture. And, oh, throughout thousands of years of history, countless well-known idiom stories have emerged. Let me name a few randomly, all related to Hubei, like Yiming Jingren, meaning to startle the world with brilliance, Wending Chongwan, for aspiring to rule, and Gao Shan Liu Shui, symbolizing profound friendship. In this episode, Mr. Ren Yongshin, party secretary of Hubei branch of China Post Group, specially compiled Idioms of Hubei. This book records over 500 idioms related to Hubei, exploring their historical and cultural origins by analyzing the characteristics and influences of Chu culture, Three Kingdoms culture, and Shu culture. Chu was go, further helping everyone deeply understand Hubei's landscapes, history, and customs. So, I believe after listening to this episode, we'll have a deeper understanding of Hubei. Well, that's what Sally's Book Club will bring you next week, and I hope you'll enjoy it. So, you can leave us various comments, and we hope everyone can join Sally's Book Club's official community, where we'll share more great books